course I want to.
Right, it's okay. Let me crank everything up here.
Settings, play.
Before we start, Z, have you got a topic that we can roll with? Because I have not. I've been so busy playing
Gotta love it.
games.
Oh, and Kelly, you haven't introduced me to
Oh, I'm sorry, Jay.
your
Jay, this
friends.
is Chaos Math or Eric.
How you
Um,
doing?
Hello.
What's up, Jay? I'm gonna
sorry
take
about
a
that.
wild guess and say you're from the UK. Am I correct?
What the
No.
bloody hell are you talking about, mate?
Well, man,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought what I thought. You know what I mean?
Oh
Just something
God, I
like that.
get enough shit from this guy over here. Jesus Christ.
Well, you better get ready. You know what I mean? Because I might just start dropping the accent on you as well. You know what I mean?
Right, Governor, get the tea and crumpets out, ladies and gentlemen, because it's Play the Game, episode 9. And joining us tonight is Chaos Math.
Hello.
I am going to start recording now, man.
After that
Right.
awesome intro and everything.
So-
Come on, Slacker.
Nice and quiet, everyone. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Jay here, and welcome to the 9th installment of PDG Play the Game. Joining me today, we have Z, as always, and the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Chaos Math. Say hello.
How's it going, everybody? How you doing, guys?
So unfortunately, this is a bit of a late podcast for us British guys. It's actually 2 a.m. at the moment. So unfortunately, Joseph cannot join us today. He's busy doing sleeping or whatever normal people do at 2 a.m. You know. But it's just a 3-man podcast today. So let's load up the game releases that we had this week. We're going to roll through them, and then we're going to move on to some random topic, which will take us through to the end of the podcast. So, first release I've got on here, it says DayZ, which was released July 9th. I'm not sure if that was out of alpha or whatever, but apparently that's been released. We had Dungeon Fighter Live, Fall of Hendon Mare, for the Xbox, which is Xbox 360, which is a arcade game. Inversion for the Xbox 360, which is a kind of cool third-person cover-based shooter that I've heard a lot about, and it's got pretty good reviews thus far. Dungeon Lords MMXII, which is a PC game about lords and dungeons.
Sounds like a bad porn.
We had Driving Simulator 2012.
Yeah.
Those slackers have finally got off their asses and made another simulator game. Good job, guys.
I mean,
go and pick that up.
Simulator woodcutting, the lumberjack simulator,
Oh, yeah.
man. That was the shit back in the day.
It's got a bit old now. I mean, I've reached max rank. I mean, I've got the best wood cutting axe there is. I'm rich off wood money. There's not much else I can do. I mean, we need something new. And
What you know about that logger cash?
That's right. Screw the YouTube cash. We got that logger cash.
Yeah, logger money's where it's at.
Yeah, dude. We also had Inversion for the PS3 that dropped. We had some game that I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to say it. Orcs Must Die for the PC, which was released July 13th. I think these are some of the summer sale games actually off Steam. We had Quantum Conundrum, which was released for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. This game wasn't released as a full retail game, but it is available off the PSN store and the Xbox Live Arcade thingamabobber. And that about wraps it up for this week's game releases. So yeah,
Gotta love the
pretty
technical terms.
Yeah,
Thingamabobber.
thingamabobber is.
thingamabobber. We also had the Steam sale, which is going on this week. Go check it out if you haven't
Dude.
already.
Hell yeah. So, by the way, you were talking about Chaos Math. You were talking about Arma playing DayZ. If you're going to get it this week because it's like 30% off or something like that right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's worth it.
I mean, I've been whoring all those things. I mean, I've stocked up on 20+ games thus far, and it's been 3 days of the sale.
Yeah.
So I've been stocking up on my games over here. But definitely, if you guys want to play some DayZ, go pick up Arma 2 Combined Ops, because it's down to a reasonable price. I believe it has 20% off in the UK, that is. I'm not sure if that's bigger or smaller or whatever in the US. But anyway, let's move on to a topic. Mr. Chaos Math, Have you got anything that you would like to talk about on the show today?
Wow, I'm really here to back you guys up. So I don't
Okay.
I didn't come planned with anything, but I mean the only thing that we were talking about was it seems partially relevant was just this DayZ thing seems to be all the rage. Everybody's doing it. But I mean, it really looks like a lot of fun. Simulating, murdering anyone who comes near you.
Amen.
I don't know. I think it's going to be the new thing to do.
Fair enough. And at least it's like realistic murder. I mean, Call of Duty where you can get hit markers with a knife, and stab the guy, and and he's standing on the other side of the wall, and you get stabbed before even though you hit him first. Things like that.
I think the thing about that game is, it's slow paced, right? I mean, if you're gonna do that, if you're not just gonna like run around and chase zombies and shoot them, and you're gonna actually go for the realistic sort of standoff against other players that jump on the server and try to eliminate them, is I think what makes that game really cool is the pacing of it, right? So if you get a couple buddies together, you're running around, maybe it takes you 40 minutes before you actually run into anybody. And then what happens is only going to take about 1 minute, right? So it's very sort of realistic in that regard. That you pop in Call of Duty and you can rack up 20 kills and 20 deaths in the space of 4 minutes. Whereas with this game, it's maybe walk around for an hour until you finally see somebody, and then you and your friends, it's a 10-second shootout, and it's done. So that's pretty cool, though. It's a new kind of gaming. I don't know. I'm definitely going to check that thing out. It looks like fun. The only problem that I see with it is that if you're going to do it that way, that you could sort of get sucked into that and end up just squandering hours and hours of your life on these servers. Like you can hop on Call of Duty, you can play 10 games, in an hour. Whereas with this thing, you could be running around for 4 hours and
only run into 2 people.
Yeah, have one gunfight to show for it.
Yeah, that's all right.
So looking on the website now, I'm actually on the official DayZ website. We've got here time played. This is overall for everyone since the mod was released. We have 520 years, 6 minutes, and 21 days.
That's nuts.
Some people don't have lives. Obviously, they've been that immersed in the game, they forgot that they're looking at a monitor, and they've become unknown player 1, and they've got so immersed in the game. But they have loads of awesome stats here. I mean, they have at the top right of the site, they have average life expectancy, which is 35 minutes. Obviously, that's for they've sort of rounded up an average for every player. And I guess that seems kind of like you said, comparing that to Call of Duty, the average life expectancy is probably 10 seconds. With this game, it's 35 minutes. And if you look at how big the area is, Chernerus or something like that.
It's 225 square kilometers, I think.
Yeah, I think I was watching a video, and I think it took some guy something like almost 2 hours on foot from one side of the map to the other, just straight walking, no stopping. And that's insane that the map can be that big. And I mean, imagine if you spawn somewhere in the middle of nowhere, so you've got half an hour both ways to any form of civilization. That's gonna take the time.
Well, that's just it. It's about realism. I mean, you have to eat and drink. Your body temperature gets too low, you'll get sick. There's negative status effects from the environment. I mean, if you get bit by a zombie or you get shot, you start bleeding, and you'll just bleed out until you deal with it. It's not wait until the red jelly comes off the screen and everything's fine again. It's pretty cool. There's not a lot of games that have. I mean, there's games that have dabbled in realism like this, but this seems to have put it together in a way that nobody else has really done before. I think that's probably why it's doing so well.
I mean, it's not just the realism in the DayZ mod. I mean, I think in the Arma 2, the campaign stuff, I don't think anyone plays it, but I'm pretty sure they have that hyper realism in the campaign as well.
Oh,
So
I bet that's better. I mean, the problem is like nobody will play anything unless it's got fucking zombies in it now.
no, personally, I'm only picking up the game
See,
for the DayZ.
If it doesn't
Yeah.
have dubstep and or zombies, nobody wants to
Okay.
fucking touch it.
Fuck the dubstep, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that comment, but it sounds like retarded fucking
Whoop,
techno.
whoop, whoop.
Yeah, exactly. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, guys, can we have like a different beat here? I would like to, stop bouncing up and down like a moron. I haven't done X in a couple years, so I can't do this anymore. Can't handle this shit no more.
Well, I guess that's the thing.
Anyways, okay, you haven't posted anything on your channel lately.
No, I haven't. I really haven't.
So what's going on, Slacker?
Well, I just I'm actually, hold on a sec. I'm trying to send you guys something ridiculous, but I can't find it. I actually made a dubstep parody song, but I don't know, I'll have to look for it later. But anyway, no, I mean the thing. There's two reasons why I haven't posted anything. The first reason I just really haven't had any time. I haven't really had much time for YouTube since about October. I mean, if you follow my channel, I sort of talked about this, so I can tell that neither of you do. Busted, but no, I'm just kidding. No, I just real life sort of kicked up. I got family, I got a business that I run, and this was a hobby. I mean, I started my channel in April of 2011, right? So I mean, I've only been doing this for about a year. I mean, I really stopped doing it on a very consistent level in November. Which wasn't by design at all. I mean, in fact, when I sort of hit the point where I couldn't really devote any time, I was peaking. I was doing lots of things with lots of people and sort of hit my stride, and everything was going great. And for a brand new channel, I was making a lot of noise and having a lot of fun, and real life just got in the way and didn't let up. I mean, it's sort of, I mean, I'm still sort of struggling to just say, look, I just got to find time for it. But what threw an additional wrench in the gears was that piece of shit called Modern Warfare 3. I started as a Call of Duty channel. I wouldn't say I'm a Call of Duty channel, but that was the medium in which I sort of put together my stuff and got my music out there. And I mean, I'm not just a music channel. I mean, I started as just a gaming channel, and I sort of threw my music over it, and then in getting to know other YouTubers and them using my stuff, I sort of started to become more popular for my music than for my content, which is fine, whatever. I mean, it was sort of half of the point I started a channel was to share my music with people anyway. But when Modern Warfare 3 came out, it just sucked so bad that I really just had no desire to take the time to play the game and then put together content based around that game. I hate it. I mean, it's just garbage, and it really just wasn't for me. I mean, there's a lot of commentators out there who like it, and there's a lot of commentators who deal with it because they sort of need to. But for me, it just wasn't worth it, and I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna play Minecraft and and not
Nothing
even
wrong
do
with
anything.
that.
Yeah, and then I sort of finally said, what, I'm just not even gonna play, because every couple of weeks I'd pop it in, and I'd get killed by exploding barrels or whatever, and then at one point I said, what, I'm just gonna go play the game I love, which was Black Ops, and I mean, I can go back to that game and just play it for hours and have fun and do really well. And because for a while, the funny thing about Modern Warfare 3 is, I mean, and this is just me, but like I'm just not good at it, right? I just can't. I seem to have connection problems that I mean, I'll put Black Ops in and I don't have a connection problem anymore, but I'll just. And I could say, oh, you're blaming it on your connection, and maybe I am a little bit, maybe I'm not, but I'm just not good at that game. And it got to the point where I started to question, and I said, maybe I'm just a shitty player, and I maybe I can just only play Black Ops, and I don't know. I guess we'll have to see when Black Ops 2 comes out. But I mean, so last night is actually funny that we're talking about this because for some reason I put Modern Warfare 3 back in my Xbox, and I hadn't played it since I think seriously March. Okay. So March, April, May, June, July. and I put it in, and 10 minutes later I took it back out. It was it was horrible.
I don't blame you. I mean, I play it because it's what everybody watches, and right now I'm just trying to reestablish myself on the channel I'm on, and that's an uphill battle.
Yeah,
yeah. But
it's funny though, because I put I did terrible. I got my ass trounced, and I had like teammates going triple negative, and then I put in Black Ops and played TDM and went 22-0 my first game. I just, and I was like, you know what? Like, just why bother even playing it? So I'm gonna actually, I tweeted that I was gonna put it on eBay tonight, and then Bob Loblaw says, don't do that. You make a destruction video, because you shouldn't knowingly like pass that piece of shit on to somebody else. Like, and I was like, you know what? Like, yeah, like be a good human and don't encourage anyone playing that game. So sorry for any Modern Warfare 3 fanboys who are probably like gonna go and dislike all. Yeah, they're gonna dislike all my videos, but I'm sorry. I just that's the worst Call of Duty that's ever been put together.
It really is. I mean, Black Ops was the better game. World at War was probably one of my favorite.
Any of them are better than that.
Yes. Modern Warfare 2 was completely broken with the noob tubes.
It's still better than Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah,
3. Even broken, it's better. I mean, it's the same game. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 was just an expansion pack for Modern Warfare 2. But since and there's good reason why that game sucks. I mean, it's not just like, oh, this game is a piece of shit. I mean, there's reasons why it sucks. It's because everyone left Infinity Ward, and they still had a game to make. So they just reskinned Modern Warfare 2, and they put together some shitty maps that just didn't flow. That the problem was really, I think, is with the quality testing. They don't seem to have done any to what I can gather. They just because those maps are all shit, right? So I mean, if they really tested them well, you would have assumed that people would say, look, there's just no flow to these maps. I mean, think of go back all the way to COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops. I mean, there's so many maps that they're just beautiful. Like they come up and you're like, oh yes, I love this map.
I'll give you that.
I mean, I can think of maps in every single one of them that are just great. They're designed well. They look great. I mean, Modern Warfare 3, it's just, I don't know, like what's a good one?
Fair enough.
Think of one that's just try to pick one that's like, yeah, this is a good map. I mean, I want to
Shipment.
Shipment.
I love Shipment from COD 4. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. No, I was saying for Modern Warfare 3. Like, if you had to pick a
favorite,
okay.
Probably
Dome is about Dome. It. I like small maps where I can control where everything's coming from, and usually if I play Dome, I go like, especially in Domination, I go like 35-2. Whereas if I'm playing anywhere else and I can't find a nice little spot to hang out, or a decent place where I can control where they're coming in, then it's just like downhill from there. But I agree with you. Modern Warfare 3 was just Modern Warfare 2 reskinned and crapped on.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I try and I buy Call of Duty every year. I'm a sucker for those games because all my friends are really into Call of Duty. So I usually buy it for like social purposes. So I can sit down occasionally and play and talk and stuff. But I don't really play the game very much. I mean, on Modern Warfare 3, I think I'm like 3rd prestige, and I haven't touched that game in about 3 months. I mean, with sort of getting into PC gaming now, I've discovered all these new genres of games and all these other shooters that are way better than sort of Call of Duty. Whereas before, I was just like, oh, Call of Duty is the shit. All my friends play it. I've got to play it. But it's like I'm discovering all these new awesome FPS and other sort of genre games on the PC that I've never heard about before, and are arguably a lot better than Modern Warfare 3. I mean, there's even free-to-play games, like me and Z was talking earlier about a game called Blacklight Retribution for the PC. And in my opinion, like comparing that, I played it a little bit, but comparing that to like Modern Warfare 3, it's better, and it's a free-to-play game. Like, the maps are better, the gun balance and stuff like that, but I'm not going to get into that. I mean, I don't know. I just don't really like Call of Duties in general. I mean, like Black Ops to sort of. I can't think what I'm trying to say.
There goes that train of thought. It's derailed.
Yeah. I prefer...
just let it die. Just let
Derail.
it die.
There's a good fucking map. Derail.
Yes, Derail. There's a good map. Excellent map.
There you go. I mean, I prefer like the Treyarch games to the Infinity Ward games, or whatever their company is freaking called nowadays. But that's, just opinion.
Yeah, I got you. So, what do you do when you're not YouTubing? Chaos Math?
I mean, shit. It's unfortunately, I mean, it's probably not the most exciting thing, but I run an e-commerce business, which means I work 7 days a week, night and day, and I've got a family. I've got 2 kids, so I mean, I'm an old bastard, right? So I mean, I'm 37, so I'm like, I'm almost into like Woody,
You're almost in the Woody age range.
Almost. I mean, I'm thankfully I'll never be
that
quite
close.
that old, right? But yeah, I mean, I just turned 37 in April, so I'm an older guy for this whole thing. But so when I'm not YouTubing, I'm not I mean, I'd like to say I'm playing gigs and bars and tapping ass afterwards, but those days are actually behind me, so I'm done with that now. I'm a family man, just trying to make money and hang out with my kids,
Oh yeah, that's what happens, man. You get married, you have kids, and then that whole complete thing of, oh my God, let's party, let's drink, and you're like, I don't want to drink that much.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's there's a couple ways to do it. Some people, depending on who they're with and when they meet the person that they want to be with, they might enter that phase earlier, right? So maybe they may meet in college, and then by the time they're 25, they're ready to get married and have a kid. Like, for instance, I mean, he's a couple of years older, but like Mike Onslaught, so he's a younger guy, but he's getting close to the point where he's gonna have a kid, right? And I think he's like 26 or 27 now. So I guess maybe he's not quite the right example, but I mean, there's people who they'll have a kid at 23, right?
I had my first at 22, so I
okay, well, there you go. So you know what I'm saying, right? So there's 2 ways to do it. For me, the way that I did it, and it was probably driven by what I am, right? I mean, before I became a family man and everything, I was a musician. That was what I did. When I got out of high school, and instead of going to college, I started teaching music and playing in bands for a living. And I sort of took that route, which was, sort of the selfish way to go, where I'm just going to do what I like to do and have fun and be me. So my 20s was all about playing music and having fun and fucking around, right? Oh. And I'm going to get it out of the way now, and then I figured, and then when I get to about 30, then I'll straighten my ass out and have a family, and so that's sort of the way that I took, was to do all the crazy shit in my 20s, and then by the time I get to 30, I don't know, because I just figured I'd probably be a better parent at about 30 than I would at about 22. So I just figured I would wait, and that's kind of what I did. I met my wife in my late 20s, and I didn't have my first kid until I was 32. So
smart move. Being as I am, I was a young father. Man, going through the trials and tribulation of 22, you're still trying to grow up, let alone taking on the responsibility of a parent. And that shit I love my children. I would never trade them for a thing in the world, and I'll do anything for them. But it is hard to grow up and raise kids.
Mm-hmm.
It is really hard. I mean, sometimes, not very often, but every once in a blue moon, I'm like, I wish I would have waited a couple more years so that way I could have gave them a better opportunity, get my life together, and then had kids, so that way they weren't, stuck, kind of in the situation where we're in right now.
Yeah, the only problem with doing it when you're older is I'm so fucking tired all the time. I don't have the energy of a 22-year-old man, right? So my son is about to turn 5, and then my daughter's about to turn 2.
Oh man.
So it's just complete madness, 24 hours a day, and my body's getting a little tired. I don't want to admit it, but it's true. I just by the time they go to bed, I mean, shit. It's we started this at 9 o'clock my time. I'm just outside of Boston a little bit, and I mean, I rarely stay up till 1 o'clock anymore. I mean, that's hard to do for me now. That's a hard thing to do. It's hard to pull that off.
I trust me. I know my kids are 4 and 5. We got Irish twins. They're a year and 12 days apart.
Oh,
I couldn't help myself. I got drunk, and and then 9 months later, my son was born.
There you go.
Yeah, but man, 7:30 in the morning, I just want to strangle them. Like, go to bed. go to bed, please. Just go lay down. You know how to use the 360. Turn it on and put something on. Just leave me alone for at least like another hour, please. So
Yeah.
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, I get. I mean, the thing is, like the.
Whoa. Hello.
Having two kids.
Whoa.
And then
Hello.
what's the matter? Hello.
Oh, it's fine. We lost you there for a second.
Yeah, my Skype had a heart attack.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, repeat what you just said. I don't know if anybody if that got missed or not.
What were you saying?
Children.
Derailed.
Derailed. Great map. A lot of people
exactly.
talk shit about it, but it's actually pretty fun.
It is a fun map,
Snow.
actually. I got no problem with that snow and good sniper points. Anyways, children.
Oh yeah. Well, I was saying, yeah. I mean, I know about like trying to get a couple hours of peace, but I mean, the problem with me is, the nature of my job is I don't like punch a 9 to 5. I work, in the morning.
Day in and day out.
Yeah, I have to work at night, like every day, every night. I mean, it's really just feed the beast and then come back a few hours later and deal with it. So, yeah, I mean, I literally get almost no free time. But I mean, for me, I know like my kids are very young and they're going to get to a point where there's sort of you're not just hovering around them all day, and you actually start to get a little bit of your life back when you get, they get a little older. So it's just the way it is. But it's tough. If you have kids and a job and a family and all that stuff, it's you really have to get good at multitasking and time management in order to find time for shit
everybody.
like this, which is sort of for sort of the problem that I ran into with my channel was just how do I find the time to do it? Because the thing is, like, for me, I'm not the throw up a video and just sort of regurgitate whatever's going on Twitter or whatever. And I'm not knocking that, but it's very easy to do that, to just take a game, put some color correction on it, and just fucking blah 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 for 6 minutes. That's just not what I do. So when I make a video, it usually takes 5 or 6 hours of work.
Okay.
Yeah. Quality over quantity.
Well, and some people might say that they're talking for 6 minutes is better quality than whatever I could do. It's really up to whatever the kids think is cool at the moment, or who you're friends with. I mean I think that drives people's appreciation, or at least the masses' appreciation of content is driven more by your the circles that you run in, and more than anything. But yeah, for me, it's very hard to find 5 or 6 hours to make a video, and much less I mean, it was when I was doing it a lot. I mean, I could do 1 or 2 a week, but it took me 10 to 12 hours of work to do it, and I just don't have 10 to 12 hours for YouTube right now. So I don't know, it's kind of tough.
I understand. Trust me, I do. I got school kids, and here hopefully by next week I'll have a job, which would be really nice. And as soon as that happens, it's gonna be like I'm gonna probably pick like a couple days out of the week where I sit down and I play, and then I use commentary. It's actually pretty cool because I got my wife into it too, and she does a commentary over a game called Alice Return to Madness.
Cool.
Which is really cool. It gets her off my back, honestly. She's like, "Why are you always there?" And it's sorry, but don't you come over here and help me.
Well, I mean, I can't really comment on that topic as I don't have children, as you can imagine. You know, so, but, you know,
Okay.
kids.
So,
yay.
Yeah, this is boring content. We need to talk about
yeah,
boobs.
boobs.
You know.
We need to talk about boobs. Actually, you know
Boobs
what?
are cool.
Let's talk about like, you know, the new Expendable movie. Okay. Let's talk about action movies because they got Chuck Norris, they got Van Damme, and they got everybody else back from the first one. So I'm thinking less curse words, but more violence and action because old Chuck's getting old, and in his old age, he's decided to change his ways, and now he's a devout Christian, which is cool. You know, I dig it. Hey, that's his choice. But he agreed to do the movie with Sly and everybody else as long as they took out the F word.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I thought Chuck Norris was dead. I was quite shocked when I saw him in the trailer for that movie. I was like, whoa, this guy is so hardcore, he doesn't die.
Chuck Norris
What?
is a lich.
It would seem so. I mean, like,
Exactly. He never
yeah.
dies. He just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
The only
He's
person
like,
that can defeat Chuck Norris is dead, and that's Bruce Lee.
That's right. Bruce
yeah.
Lee put a whoop on his ass.
I know. That was probably one of my favorite fight scenes at any like kung fu flick.
Didn't he keep like smacking him in the hands?
Oh yeah.
And he
He
was
rips off
getting
his
he's like,
chest
"What?"
hair.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a classic. I mean, next to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in The Game of Death, where Lee walks up to him and he kicks him once, and there's a footprint on his chest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some great movies.
Was that
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, right on, right on. I love those old Bruce Lee movies, man. Those
Oh,
are
they're
great.
fantastic. I mean, just sitting back and watch them, like, what is it, The Chinese Connection, and
Yeah, yeah.
you ever seen the one, I can't even remember, I think it's The Game of Death.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie Chan's also in it.
Yes. My dad's really big into like the kung fu movies and stuff. He's like an addict to those sort of movies. So like, ask him any question about Chuck Norris or Bruce Lee or whatever. He's right on that shit. It's like a $5 hooker.
$5. Okay.
Like a $5 hooker. That's right.
Nice.
So I mean, we're going with Stallone. His kid died recently. Did you see that in the news?
Yeah, that sucks.
I missed
mean-
that. I missed that on BBC World Report. What happened?
No.
Seriously, that's seriously where I get my news. I don't.
For BBC World Report, making pot shots at Jay. Nice.
Right, this week, Sly
Wait, what?
Stallone's,
That was a pot shot at me, you son of a
Sly
bitch.
Stallone's kid is
I didn't.
Right, is that it? Is he dead?
Yeah, he's
No,
dead,
he's
mate.
not dead, mate. No,
Right,
he's not.
fucking dead.
He's fucking dead, mate. Don't you know? Did you not see BBC News?
Right, he's
Sly's
pushing
kid-
daisies, innit?
He's pushing daisies.
I miss my British friends. Leave me
Oh,
alone.
shut up, you dirty chap.
You have
What?
instead you have like half-drunk American Cockney impersonators.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, even better, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, it's even better, mate. It's like well good.
It's like, well, good.
It's like well good. Do you know what I'm
It's like
saying?
real good. Yeah, I know what you're saying, mate.
Do you? Are you sure you know what I'm saying? There, chap.
Yes, there, chap. I'm sure.
Oh, that's great. That's
I
great.
am sure, Governor.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
It's
let's
it's
mix
governor.
Cockney and Wales together.
I
Oh,
can't do a
God.
Welsh accent.
I don't think anybody will know what we're saying. Okay, well, let's mix Cockney and Wales. That's saying hello.
Is it?
Sausage.
Sausage. I was gonna try to avoid Bash the Brit this episode, but I guess it's gonna have to happen.
Welcome to Bash the Bread.
That's right.
Darn it. That sounds like a
Bash
gay
the
porn
Brit.
movie. I don't like the sound of this.
What, you like getting bashed? Fucking bashed.
Oh man.
See, the thing with this podcast is like there's hardly no British guys that watch this. So like when it goes up as a VOD, like no one can back me up. It's all like American people ganging up on me and being like, "You sack, you cramper eating mappet."
And that's why we call it Bash the Brit, because we all gang up on his little British ass.
I didn't even think there were any
Even more gay.
any kids who even knew what crumpets were.
Well, hey, Jay is like an epic crumpet eater. All right.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. He likes crumpets. He likes eating them all day long.
Do you like English muffins?
Yeah. Well, no, is that another insult that I'm not getting?
No, it isn't actually. No, I'm actually something of an Anglophile myself. But
I like muffins. English muffins. Is there a difference between English muffins and American muffins? I've got to ask.
yes, huge.
Really?
Difference.
I guess the American ones are bigger.
One of them gives you diabetes 20 years sooner than the other.
Which one's that? The English or the American?
The American
That's right.
muffin with crystallized sugar and.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's the heart attack.
I came out with a great American insult the other day when we were playing some zombies, and I freaking forgot it now. Darn it!
I know. It was like no. That was the other one of the other guys we play with. He said something about it was a fat joke. It was a fat American joke, and I didn't know how to respond to it because it just came out of nowhere.
Oh. Yeah.
Usually I'm on the ball with like bad jokes towards us, but he just like left field and hit it, and I'm like, what?
Oh, dude, that was the best. Hearing your broken voice crying, you were like, oh god, it was
broken?
Brilliant. I don't know. You're like you were breaking down into tears, is what I meant to say, because he just owned your bitch ass. It was hilarious.
Your bitch ass was
it doesn't sound
hilarious.
like, does it? Like bitch ass and bitch ass. It sounds like retarded when
your
I say
bitch
it. I'm going
ass.
to kick your bitch ass.
I am not amused.
Come here! I'm going to kick your bitch ass, you silly wanker!
Give me my glove.
Good show, you kicked his ass.
Sally
Oh my god, that was great. That was the best British accent I've heard an American person do ever.
Right.
That was great.
Thanks for that, then.
Thanks for that. I will honour that.
Cheers, mate.
It's all right, Governor.
Oh man,
Okay.
we
Is
gotta
that
get
the Bash
something.
the Brit section of
Yeah,
the podcast
yeah,
over?
yeah.
That seems to be a thing. Like quarter of the way through, we'll always get that for like 5 minutes, just making fun of me, and I just sit here and take it like a whole.
That's
and
right.
That's radio magic.
That's right.
It is, I guess. But
Maybe I'll just start a series of like FPS Cockney.
FPS.
Come here, you.
That'll be my new chat. You fucking wanker! Right, he shot me in the head. Say it. You fucking ghost coat bitch, isn't it?
Leave me alone.
Man.
Fucking
This is not
bullshit.
This is unacceptable. Don't make me go Jason Statham on your ass.
What is it with Jason Statham? XCal has a thing with Jason Statham. What is it?
Guy Ritchie.
It's Guy Ritchie. He
Snatch.
uses them
The
for
whole
like.
snatch thing.
See, I first time I saw Jason Statham was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels,
Yeah, right.
which was a
What a
better
name.
movie.
What a name for a movie. What was that?
You didn't see that?
Fucking Battled or something.
You've never seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
Oh,
What kind of Brit
shit.
are you?
No. You've seen Snatch, haven't you?
No.
I smell you,
what
ain't
the
Doug's.
fuck? I'm gonna hang up now. Goodbye.
Thanks for coming on the show. It was.
Thanks for having me. No, you need to go. You need to go watch Snatch, bro. You really
No, it's like if it isn't on the Netflix homepage, I don't watch it. That's just how
Man,
it goes.
slacker.
I watch
you're killing
anything
me.
that's streaming on there. And occasionally I will come out my bedroom And
Coming out of his
go.
bedroom. I knew it.
to get food. I'm like a troll. Like I come out of my cave like every 2 hours for food and drink, and then go back in. And I've been sat in this chair like hunched over, so I'm like all hunched over and like that guy from that movie with the bell towers, the Notre Dame. You know.
Yeah, you failed.
Quasimodo?
It's okay. Quasimodo.
Yeah,
Yep.
Quasimodo. And then I take my juice and crumpets, and then I go back upstairs again, and then I just stay here.
Sanctuary.
The official troll. It's the official troll sound.
Guys, heard it first here. The official troll sound is brought to you by Chaos Math. Do it again.
That troll noise.
That troll noise. Anyway,
I might play around with that FPS Cockney idea.
That's actually not a bad idea. That'd be pretty freaking hilarious.
That could be kind of funny. I actually did a pilot for FPS China. And
I imagine that went marvelously.
well, it actually sounds really good, but the problem is, people are just gonna get butt hurt. I mean, you can ape, a Russian or whatever, but for a white guy to impersonate an Asian guy from Beijing, like a 50-year-old guy from Beijing, that's basically the idea. It wasn't like it was like some guy from Beijing or Hong Kong. Actually, it was sort of Hong Kong by way of Beijing, and he's like 55. That was the idea I had, but and it sounds really good, but I just think people will get really butthurt about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, people get all upset and shit about stuff like that. Okay.
Unless you have the unless you have you've been waved on by a big big channel, then it's okay. But if you just do something like that on your own, you just get your ass handed to you.
So for 2012, whose boobs do you like the best?
Whose boobs do I like right now?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Kim Kardashian's don't count because they're plastic anyways. I mean, her whole body's plastic
they have to
anyways.
be natural?
Yeah, preferably natural. I mean, some augmentation, but I'm not, Barbie dolls are out. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it.
Are you talking like who are we talking like movie stars, musicians, porno stars? What is this? What's the field that we can
let's go with musician, porno
musician
star,
musician
actors.
titties.
Yes, musician titties. You go with musician titties.
Musician. Who has the nicest musician boobies right now?
Adele.
Ugh, God, I want to punch her in the face as hard as I can. If I could punch, yeah, I don't, it's like, and here's the thing, right? Okay, here's the, you've had to bring up Adele. It's like one of the things for me. It's like I'm a musician. I play like 5 instruments. I know music well. I know enough that she, has a good voice.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, personally, I think her voice is completely faked and full of shit. But have you ever heard the term an affected voice?
No.
All right. Have you heard of the band The Fray?
No.
Yes, I've heard of them, but I'm not really
they make like mom rock sort of.
Yeah.
Safe sort of, like Lifehouse, right? You've heard of them? Yeah, it's for moms. It's from, you drive around in the Suburban, and after you drop off the kids, and they're rocking out, right? Well, they have these like fake ass voices, like if like they're trying to sort of paint a picture with a certain style of voice. Like Adele's just she's. So to me, it's just it just drives me nuts. Like I just can't stand her. I mean, people have sort of really jumped on the bandwagon with her. I think she's gotten a little carried away with how good she is. But I mean, she can definitely sing better than most of the female artists out there. But for some reason, I just want to punch her in the back of the brainstem as hard as I can with brass knuckles, like a just a falcon punch to the back of the head. Yeah.
Falcon punch. Rolling in the falcon punch.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So that would not be my pick for best titties.
Why don't you take Adele swimming? Because she'll be rolling in the deep.
You're fired. Just clean.
Damn it.
You're fired. Clean your desk out and don't call me for a reference.
Yeah, that was
was
bad.
horrible.
That's bad.
You know what singer I'm still in love with, even after all these years, and she is still hot as shit. Is Natalie Imbruglia.
Oh, okay.
Natalie Imbruglia?
Yeah, Imbruglia.
How do you spell that?
Oh, she was that bitch who was torn, right?
Yeah. And you know what? I'd like to tear her in half because she is still fucking
You
hot to
could.
me.
She needs to eat a fucking sandwich.
That's okay. She can eat my cock for all I care.
Oh,
yeah.
Just as long as I can hit it a couple times, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not cool.
So those are your favorite titties of 2012? Is Natalie?
No. I just want to fuck. I just want to fuck her. I'm still looking for some favorite titties here.
Hey, I didn't say mine yet.
Okay, go ahead while I look.
I am going to go with. I think.
He doesn't even have it ready.
With,
Come on, slacker.
No, I don't. Okay, I'm trying to think of a singer.
Okay, he still hasn't. He still hasn't answered. Chaos Math. Who's your choice here?
Just yeah.
You got on that rant.
Yeah, well, you got my hot spot with a fucking Adele chick, but
I'm gonna go with Adele still. You know.
God. Well, there's enough to go around for all three of us then.
Damn.
That wasn't very nice. That was
God. Jeez, you're getting those cheap shots in with Adele.
I fucking hate her. She drives me nuts. Musician titties. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to think of, I don't listen to a lot of there's not many female artists right now that I do like. And the one that I do like the most has no tits, which is Sarah Bareilles. I mean, I think she's hot, but she has like fried egg on a fucking nail titties.
How do you come up with this stuff?
I don't know. I guess it's just I've been on the planet long enough. She has no titties at all, poor girl. But who the
bless her?
There aren't really here's the thing, right? I mean, most women musicians don't have tits. Like, maybe that's why they get into music, because they didn't have tits. Because I mean, if you're a good-looking chick and you have tits, why do you need to even bother like learning how to play an instrument? You're done. You're all done. I have two fucking nice tits. I'm done. Like, just wait for the ring in the house at that point. So, not really a lot of big boobs out there in the scene. So I'm really drawing a blank there. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna say Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood.
Nope. I like
it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She had them, but she stopped eating when she became famous.
Yeah, okay. Carrie Underwood when she started.
Like, if you said Carrie Underwood when she was on American Idol,
that
was when she was the hottest. I think was before she sort of became
before she listened to Hollywood and said, "Oh, you're too fat. You need to lose weight."
Right. I mean, she was sort of like had that real sort of girl next door, real girl, wholesome look going, and just a little bit of junk in the trunk, and she was good to go. And now she's just kind of skin and bones, and there's a lot of dudes who like that, but for me, I don't know. I don't really like the. They start getting down to the fucking size 4, and the titties are just gone.
Yep.
So, goodbye titties.
I'm with you. There's plenty of. She's not bad.
No, she's not bad.
So, I have zero complaints about that. All right, actor then. Let's do actor.
Actor or actress? I'm pretty sure I don't know any actors with boobs.
Actress. I don't want to talk about the hottest guy boobs.
Chaz Bono, man.
Oh,
that bitch is hot. No, he's not.
He's not, or she's not.
She's not. No, she is a he now.
No.
Wow.
He went through the complete change in everything.
Yeah, she had an addictomy, right?
Yep, everything gone.
Oh God.
The pretty little girl that was the daughter of Sonny and Cher is now a he.
She was pretty
when she was younger.
How do
for the first 2 years of her life.
That's always interested me how they do that. When you get like a sex change. Say if I was a woman, right? How would they remove my vagina and replace it with a working penis? I don't understand.
Well, the penis doesn't work. I mean, it's.
Well, why have it then? I mean, you can't do anything with it.
No, it's a prosthetic, basically.
It's a prosthetic, basically. And
just like poke it.
There's a pump. They actually do have a pump. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Scope.
If you shut it in the door real hard, then it will.
if you're fapping it a little too hard, you'll hear like a of the air coming out of it.
Yeah, but you can't even do that because like nothing will come out. So like, what is the point of having it though? I mean, you could just pretend, like put a carrot there or something. I mean, that'd be a good. No, but the thing is, like, you could make up some excuse if you were with like your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever you would be if you're a girl/boy. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get jiggy with it," and then you're like, "Oh no, sorry, I don't have a penis. I just have a carrot for cosmetic purposes." And he's gonna be like, "What the hell, dude? If you're gonna get a sex change, at least get working."
Well, what do you think of my vegetables, mate?
What do you think of my vegetables, mate? Nice.
Was that a fucking turnip in your pants?
Oh my god.
No,
That's not
I
even
think that's a
cool.
potato. Why is there a potato in your pants, mate? What the fuck? I thought you said it was a
fucking
carrot.
mental.
I fucking
that's-
with that shit.
That's cool, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
So back to the original question of dead silence because
COD map.
Hottest.
We
It
need to
was
talk
hot.
about Call of Duty. You're losing viewers quickly.
Hey, you know that map with the guns, and it has the snow, and then you can like use the gun to shoot the thing in the thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we need to start bragging about like, yeah, I mean, 2 Moabs.
two Moabs, man. I pulled off like 5
Two
Moabs
Moabs. Like,
yesterday
comment,
in a
favorite, and
row.
subscribe.
I mean,
Double Moab.
Double-
Subscribe. Follow me on the
Subscribe.
Twitter. Oh
Look,
my God.
I did everything. I played this entire game with my penis. It's only 3 inches, but oh well.
check out my C4 Moab, dude. I'm gonna be a YouTube legend
That's right.
someday.
There was a debate that I saw. It was either on a video or over the Twitters about like people who got famous because of their gameplay, and it was like,
Wait, I'm
it was-
sorry. Bro, I had it on the Twitters.
I know.
Twitters, Twitters.
Dude, that's funny. Bro, I'm gonna start saying that. Bro, have you seen the Twitters?
Have you seen the Twitters lately? No, but they were like,
spouting off on the Twitters.
yeah, but like, how many times can I see someone like get a triple Moab with the MP7 and like get 1 million views, whereas there's people like Mr. Chaos Math over here making beast music videos on Call of Duty, and then there's like noobsters who like use and stuff.
No, I mean, first of all, I mean, I can't, I really, I don't put, if you don't put content out, I mean, I was never really, I thought that, it's funny, I thought that I was like, yeah, if I put the stuff out, I bet people will love it, but I think it's my age and my outlook, and I'm not, in order to be a really big channel on YouTube these days, you have to, if you weren't one of the first or second generation commentators, first of all, it was
it's hard.
really hard to do. Like anyone who started out in the Black Ops era, like I did, I mean, you really had to be doing some cool shit to even get anywhere. Because at that point, the people who got in the door, were sort of there, and then anyone else, I mean, it just went crazy. Like, you remember the whole March Madness thing that was on Woody's channel, and how many people were trying to be the next YouTube thing, and it was good I think it was really good for YouTube channels because the creativity exploded. I think the creativity has really gone away since Black Ops. But like when I came out, I mean, I just didn't, I didn't connect with the kids, you know what I mean? Like I didn't, and I'm not really even sure why, but for some reason the kids just didn't get me, you know what I mean? And you really have to connect with the younger demographic because let's face it, I mean
it's what watches the videos.
Yeah. Three-fourths of the market is the younger kids, and so if you don't get them, if they don't grab onto you, then you really don't have a prayer. But I mean, on top of that, the last video I posted on my channel was I think in February, which I never intended, and now saying that it's like, geez, 5 months, what the fuck? But I think I put a Minecraft video up after that, but yeah, I mean, I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, I'm putting out great stuff and nobody likes it. I mean, I just didn't connect with the kids for one reason or another. And I mean, as good as I stand by my stuff, and I think it's really good and unique. And there's nobody who can do what I do. But the kids just didn't get it. I mean, the FAMAS video that I did, that parody. I was actually thinking about this today. I was upstairs doing the dishes, and I was just sort of thinking about this pod. I was sort of thinking about YouTube, and I was like, what the fuck happened with that video? Like, I mean, I was really proud of it. I thought it was funny. It was good. It was done well. I mean, there's so many COD parodies out there that are just shit that have gone viral, and with whatever endorsements they may have had. I mean, like Wings put it up on his channel, like Fuzzy Otherballs put it up on his channel. I mean, it got put out there, but I think the mistake I made was that, like, when I put that video out was when kids were getting butthurt about using the FAMAS, and I think they actually were like, fuck this guy, like he's using the faggot gun. And like, you didn't get it. Like, it completely backfired on me. Like, the whole point of the video was like, here's this gun, and everyone's talking about it, and it happened to go with dick in a box. It rhymed. That's why I picked it. And what's funny? What's really funny is, like, I stopped using the FAMAS around the time I made that video, and I sort of switched to Galil, and now I honestly, I've used the FAMAS maybe 12 times since last July. I just stopped using it because kids were so butthurt about it, and it became like, such a, like, if you put it up on your channel and you got good gameplay, but it's with a FAMAS, it was just like, completely disqualified you or anything. But I think that video really should have done really well, and got. I just, for some reason, I just made mistake step after step after step connecting with the younger demographic, and so, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to clarify that I don't feel like, I put out awesome shit and nobody likes me. Like, no, I don't connect with kids, and that's why I'm not a big channel. I mean, I'm friends with, Sandy and Wings and Mike, and I mean, I know a lot of the bigger channels, and they use my music and whatever. I've had every opportunity for people to come check me out, but for some reason the kids just don't dig it. But that's fine. That's not why I didn't do it to try to become a giant channel or anything. I really just wanted to do fun stuff, and that's why I haven't really put up anything, because like, if I don't really feel like I'm having a good time, then it's just I feel like it will come through, and then, like, what's the point of it? So, but anyway, I digress. But I just really wanted to clarify that I'm not butthurt about not being a big channel at all. Really.
Oh, no. My I don't know if you took that the wrong way at all, but what I kind of meant was, I mean, I discovered your channel through through Wings putting up your Dick in a Box parody thingamabobber, and it's like, I see people with like 100,000 views on people, like XI Pro X Snipes XYX Pro, who's like recording with his mobile. He's like 8 years old. He gets some trick shot in like a private match. He puts it up, gets like 500,000 views, and then I see, like, I can obviously tell that you put a lot of effort into this Dick in a Box parody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think that video got 20,000 views. I mean,
I'm just looking at the statistics now.
I put it in the link in the video. If anybody's listening, they just refresh and they can get a link straight to it, and they can watch it. Because I watched it, and I kind of turned it down. I'm gonna watch it later because all the audio that gets piped through my headset gets piped out there, and I don't want to.
All right, okay. So it's got 38.7K views as of.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you've got to concentrate on. Though.
And it's a year old. That should have like crap ton more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I played everything you hear, the drums, the bass, the guitar, the sing. I mean, I don't know what the fuck you got to do to get good views on a parody. I mean, there's guys out there who do parodies that just all they have to do is make it, and they'll get 100,000 views. But I don't know. It's just YouTube is fickle. I mean, look, YouTube is fickle. It's not always going to be about quality. It's just like real life, right? I mean, look at Nickelback. All right, do I need to say anything more?
Yeah, they suck ass.
Nickelback.
And they
Do you
make
know-
shitloads of money.
Yeah, do you know how many fucking people line up to go see that fucking band? They're garbage, but but even you can at least say they can play their instruments. Maybe not well, but they can play them. But all right, so maybe that's even not the right example. But just go down the laundry list of top 40 music.
Yeah.
And is it about quality? No, it's about
money.
it's about networking and who's behind them, and that is a big thing on YouTube too. I mean, the company you keep, and I'm friends with some bigger people, but look, I mean, at the end of the day, like the people that I'm friends with because I got to know them and I like them personally, not because I thought they could further my fucking YouTube channel. I mean, the guys that I'm friends with are the real people on YouTube, not the fucking phonies. I mean, there's a lot of phony people out there, but you know what? Just like in real life, and coming from a guy who's 37 and has been around the block, being phony and stuff. I mean, it's a legitimate way to to get things done. It's the way business works. It may not be the right way, it may not be the moral way, but you know what? You really can't get up on a soapbox and tell anybody that their way isn't a good way. If it gets them to where they need to be, they have to live with it at the end of the day. But it's not really your fucking job to worry about how they got there. You know what I mean? So
I gotcha.
But YouTube is very fickle. The audience is fickle, and especially now, I feel like that it's sort of dying off. Like it's apathy is sort of setting in. It's sort of lost its shine. Nobody really gives a shit. Even some of the bigger channels, the views are just way off now. I think people, the kids are getting sick of it. Honestly,
possibly. I think something that would maybe revitalize something is like you see a lot of guys doing like Call of Duty and stuff nowadays, but something that I would definitely get into is like a really, really unique channel, something completely different, like a new kid on the block. No one's done this before, and hopefully that would work out well.
I would just like to say he referenced New Kids on the Block. Is he gay or is he just English?
Bro, they're fantastic.
Right, fantastic.
But anyway, going back to what I said previously, I mean, you were on about your video, your Dick in a Box thing. I mean, yeah, it didn't explode as you would have liked it to, but I mean, looking at the statistics here, you still got 1,244 likes. Now, that may not be very much compared to like these huge guys, but you've got to think, that the people stopped and they enjoyed this video. They enjoyed this video as much as to like it, that they took the time to do that. And 1,200 likes is a lot of likes, a lot of people that enjoyed it enough to like it, which I think you've got to concentrate on, and I think that's what drives some people. Certainly, like for me, doing like the podcast, it's like seeing positive feedback, getting lots of likes on it, people subscribing and saying that they want more. It's something that drives me because I mean I'm not exactly rolling in the subs at the moment.
No, that's the way that's really the way. That's really the and everybody talks about it, and you hear a lot of commentators talk about it. But and it sounds cliche, but at the end of the day, like that's what it's supposed to be about. Like when I started the channel, I just started off. I had 5 subs were guys that I played with on PlayStation, and I ended up, getting to know Onslaught really early on, and things just sort of blew up for me from there. And but still, it reached a certain point. But even today, like when I stopped posting videos, I think, or when I stopped, when they did the big YouTube channel change, in was it December?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's basically when my growth stopped. Up until then, I was, I think my channel was probably picking up about 1,000 a month, 1,000 subscribers a month. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I was fucking over the moon about it. I was really happy. And, once that changeover happened, it really, I lost some of the dead subs, and then the sub boxes sort of permanently became broken, and then I sort of stopped posting videos, and my growth sort of stopped. Now at that point, I think I had like 9,400. Okay. Now today I have 9,080. So 5 months of not even putting anything up, and I haven't even lost 500 subs. So for me, like that for me is really why I haven't, like said, oh fuck it, I'm just not going to do this anymore, or I don't care. Like that means a lot to me. Like the fact that only not even 500 people said fuck this guy, he's not putting anything up, I'm out of here. Like they'll hang around, and when I put something up, hopefully they'll watch it and they'll like it, and that's what YouTube's supposed to be about. But it's really easy to get, you watch all these commentators and you get into the community and you sort of get caught up in it, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful, and there's nothing wrong with wanting views, there's nothing wrong with wanting positive feedback, or there's nothing wrong with wanting to blow up. I mean, that's what success is all about. It's about, doing well, finding a place and doing better than other people, not necessarily in a competition sense, but just, rising above. And if you think that you have something to offer, then you owe it to yourself to strive to be great and to blow up. But it's really not going to be about how hard you try or the quality of your content. I mean, I've heard some bigger commentators sort of start blowing smoke up their own ass about, I worked really hard and I did this and I did that. I think there's probably 5,000 channels of guys who busted their asses and put out great content and went fucking nowhere. Just nobody wanted to help them. Nobody gave a shit, whatever. And I think it's gotten even harder because even, like I was saying before, to lead into this, it's just sort of lost its shine a little bit. I mean, even some of the bigger channels, they put up a video and it's just like a big commentator, when they put out a video and like around Black Ops came out, I mean, it just boom, just went crazy. Like, I mean, I see some of the view counts now on some of the bigger channels, and they do well, but it's just not like it used to be. It's just not it's not like it was. I think Modern Warfare 3 hurt the COD community a bit, because people got complacent and commentators got complacent, and the gameplay had to be about Moabs to sort of make people like to watch it, because it's just not a fun game really. So you had to really the gameplay standard went really crazy. I mean, in Black Ops, you could put up an 8KD game, and maybe you went, I don't know, 64 and 8, and that was a great gameplay. Like, I mean, on Modern Warfare 3 now, if you put that up, unless you're a big channel, nobody gives a shit. Big deal.
I agree with you there, because I mean, look, I'm not the greatest COD player in the world, and I never will be the greatest COD player in the world, because I honestly don't care that much about COD. It's fun. I like the main storylines. Black Ops had a great storylines. World at War had one of the most fucking difficult storylines in the world. Playing that on Veteran is like beating your head against a wall while playing, Ninja Gaiden 2 blindfolded with your hands tied behind your back. It actually might be easier than to play that. But I shoot for going positive, and any game that I actually go above maybe 3 or 4 than what I am. If I break even, I don't post it, but if I go, +4, then that's a damn good match for me.
Yeah. It's changed though. Like, I think here's part of the other problem. Now, the COD videos started out as sort of how to, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How to improve your game, and since it was a new idea, you really didn't have the opportunity to watch somebody else play and see how they played and see how maybe they traversed a map or strategies that they used. It was a very new idea. I mean, when I first discovered YouTube was during Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
It was about, when the first map pack came out, I think I went on there and I just randomly looked it up, and then I discovered this whole fucking underground scene, and I was like, holy shit. I started watching it and got into it, and I think Hutch and Wings were the first 2 guys that I came across. But anyway, back then it was like, you watched it to get better. Okay. And that continued through into Black Ops, I think. At some point during Black Ops, I think it changed into an entertainment medium, and it became more about the personalities. And in order to be a how-to channel, you needed to really, really be good at the game, because if you had been watching YouTube videos for a year, you were probably pretty good at the game now, or at least you understood tactics and you understood how to start reading spawns and you know how to work a domination setup, and you know when to go AC or BC or whatever, right? So then it became about, I like this guy, he's funny, he makes me laugh, or whatever. And so now you have two types of channels. You have the guys like, say, Nerdy for the win, or you know, or Orb, who are just like beasting it, right? They just squash people, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how do you, like, when I watch somebody play like Modern Warfare 3, like Orb or Nerdy, and I just don't even get it, like how you can do that well. It's like watching Sandy on Modern Warfare 2. Like, what the fuck? How do you even do that? If you're not that good, then you better be a personality-driven channel.
Yeah.
And it needs to be about people like you. They want to hear about you. They want to hear your opinion on it. They like to say Wings. Wings is an awesome player, but what makes his channel great is him, his personality. It used to be about the gameplay. He sort of transitioned, you know, because he's not so much about, like, you know, dropping triple Moabs. He doesn't do that. I mean, he can get Moabs, but that's not what his channel is about. It's about him, and so that's like a good example of a personality driven channel. If you're not one, you know, you got to sort of be one or the other, and it isn't easy to compete. If you're going to be a how-to channel with a game like Modern Warfare 3, you have to be able to put up triple digit games, which is, you know, not something that, you know, many people can do. So it really has to be about your personality, or you have to have a spin on it. Like, you know, like with me, like I had my music I could throw in there. So that's really the only way you can sort of rise above, because there's 10 billion guys who are just putting up good gameplay and talking about it. You know, it's not very exciting at this point. With, you know, 1 million COD videos having been posted on YouTube, if it's pretty good gameplay and just a guy talking over it, probably, you know, not going to do that well. It's really hard. It's really
like
hard.
The thing for me now is, like, I've got my set YouTubers, right? I mean, I don't really subscribe to any COD guys anymore, mainly because I don't particularly like the game. But I have, you know, Wings. He's my commentary guy. I want an interesting commentary topic, I'll go to Wings. I don't care which game he plays, to be perfectly honest. Hope that doesn't offend him in any way. But I love listening to his commentaries. I find them really, really interesting. I want awesome gameplays. I'll go to Fear Crads or TBNR Frags. Another one for interesting commentaries is Woody. I really, really like his stuff. You know, my music stuff, I always go to your channel when I'm looking for stuff like that, you know. But that's like the deal. Like, I subbed to.
Well, sorry, I haven't posted anything in 5 fucking months.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Nevertheless, you know, I might want to hear about dicks in boxes occasionally. So, you know, I head over there. But the original reason that I subscribed to Wings was because, you know, like I said, I've mentioned before, I never really liked Call of Duty. The reason I subscribed to Wings was because it was around the time of Black Ops I started getting into YouTube, and that was when he sort of moved away from his how-tos and started doing like, you know, commentaries about regular topics and just interesting stuff, which is why I subscribed to him. The same with Woody, and then obviously sort of halfway through Black Ops I discovered TBNR Frags and Fear Crads. Actually, I'm pretty sure TBNR Frags started in Modern Warfare 3, but nonetheless. Going back to, if you don't mind skipping back like a topic, back to like the drives for YouTube. Like, I've been quite lucky with the people that I've met thus far. I mean, I've always said, and you know, this is like coming from the heart, like I'm not lying, I started YouTube because I saw these people like Wings and like Woody, and I was like, you know what, I'd love to sit down and have a conversation with these guys. Like, I've been really, really lucky meeting and getting to know Z. He's been like great, you know. He's helped my YouTube channel out tremendously, and he's a really, really awesome guy. You know, I love playing with him. So it's people like this, you know. I'm meeting you, right? I'm a bit starstruck at the moment, you know, because I remember subbing to you back in Black Ops and being like, this guy is so awesome, and now I'm just sat here chilling out doing a podcast with you. It's insane. Like, I love getting to know new people. You know, we've had some great people on here, including you. We had, like we mentioned earlier, we had Frank Woods. You know, that was another, like, whoa kind of moment. Because I remember sitting last year playing Black Ops, being like, dude, this guy's a badass. And then sat here talking to him for like an hour and 10 minutes. It was insane.
He is nuts, by the way. The actual actor, that guy is fucking a lunatic. He's great, though. He's a nice guy, but he is, you know.
He is the best. That was if you haven't watched that podcast already, viewers of the stream and on the VOD, go and check that podcast out. I think it was episode 4, but it was great. But anyway, as I mentioned earlier, I mean, I'm not exactly gaining loads of subscribers. That was never my original intention. My intention was to start a podcast because that's probably the best way to get to know people, and you know, the podcast is entertaining. And then I thought about doing videos, you know, to just to do them, because I now find it difficult having like run different YouTube channels. Like I've tried doing a COD channel, didn't really work out, Battlefield channel, you know, and I think I've got the mixture right with this one, because I want to try and keep it varied. You know, I've got the podcast going. I want to post loads of different games and not just be restricted to one single game.
Yeah.
So
that's it. So, at the end of the day, if you're having fun and you feel like you're not chasing a trend,
exactly,
or you're not trying to please people. I mean, on the one hand, you know, you want to please the people who subscribe to you, but yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be frank, I mean, that's sort of why I'm doing this. Like, I'm not here because I think I'm going to, like, you know, I should be able to pick up 2,200 subs off of this podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
so you know, I was like, cool, just go talk to a couple guys and have fun. So now, you know, kudos to you for, you know, trying to find a space where you're comfortable and not doing it to you know, try to network and get your fucking YouTube game up, and that's refreshing, you know, because I think people can get really lost in that. And again, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful, but good for you for just trying to have some fun. And not really giving a shit what happens after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I've got messages from guys on like comments and stuff being like, "Oh, you only got this guy on to get loads of subs." It's like, if I wanted subs, would I be asking
Chaos Math?
No. See, this is where like no.
You're not gonna get any from me, bro.
No. I mean this in like the nicest way, and I don't mean to offend anyone, but it's like, would I have got like Sixer, for example, right? Great guest, love having Sixer on. I love Sixer, he's great. But I mean, he's sitting there at 100 subs. If I wanted to become YouTube famous, would I ask a guy with like 200,000 subs, or would I ask a guy with 100 subs? Exactly. I mean, you can work out the math quite easily. And that's because, you know, I'm all for meeting people. I mean, you know, if I ever reach a stage where it's like, my videos become popular and the podcast is going well and stuff, and it's like partnership, yeah, I'll take that, you know. But the only reason that I would do that is so I can keep improving my videos. You know, I can use that to buy new games and stuff and keep making great content, you know, get better equipment, all to make it better. I mean, I'm not going to blow up, like, for sure. I mean, I'm not going to do anything original. I'm just going to stick to doing like Let's Plays and stuff like that, you know, just having fun playing the games that I enjoy doing. And that's about it, really. I mean, loving the people that I've met so far. It's great. What is this?
It is probably the funniest fucking thing that I've seen. After the firestorm erupted, would have discovered that Ralph Lauren's U.S. opening ceremony outfits were made in China. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, you just heard about everybody's butt heard about it. Fucking communist! You mean it's not made in America? Oh, yeah, Congress is all over his ass about it. It should be made in America. God damn it.
America.
In the meanwhile, we like, you know, Walmart and fucking everything's made in China, and fuck you, make your goddamn outfits in America. I'm going to go down to Walmart and get a $200 fucking whatever TV made in fucking Taiwan, you know, whatever. But anyway, yeah, everybody's all fucking
I saw something about it, and I just rediscovered it, and I was like, man, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
That requires something to be said about it. That, and I sent you guys a couple pictures, and one's a guy who strapped about like 70 or 80 helium balloons to a lawn chair, and he was flying around in it.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that was the first picture I sent you.
There was
Is he
an
dead?
Iron Man one as well.
Huh?
Is he
I don't
dead?
know. I don't know. I just saw the picture. I thought it was cool.
The cats.
And then the last one is the Iron Man, the new Iron Man suit.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
that's
was that
what
all
it
about?
is. Okay.
Huh?
I couldn't tell what that balloon picture was.
What was that all about?
What, the new Iron Man suit?
Yeah.
It's for the third movie. It's what he's gonna be wearing and shit.
Oh, sexy.
Yes, and now if you look at the second picture I gave you, that's probably the most.
Hey, I gotta
hilarious.
get a. Yeah. I just Googled Hollywood boobies. check out the image results for Hollywood boobies. I this is great.
All right.
PDG does not support Hollywood boobs, by the way. Totally.
Oh! That's it right there. My favorite musician titties, Christina Aguilera.
Oh, good choice.
She's fucking hot.
Mm.
All right, so there it is. There's my musician boobies.
Yay.
Nice. Okay.
Well, after like an hour-long tangent.
I
we
know.
finally
Well,
got-
I told you I'd get you to them eventually, you know. But
I think I'm gonna. I like Scarlett Johansson's too.
I'm gonna go with Selma Hayek for actress boobies.
Oh yeah. I take it back. Selma Hayek. I'm with you on that one.
So there you go, Christina Aguilera and Selma Hayek. Those are
I'm
my-
gonna go with Adele still. I like some of those foobs, and I'm not sure.
I will punch her tits into the Thames.
Foobs. Did you? I thought that was pretty funny. Fat boobs, foobs.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Selma Hayek. I'm sorry.
And then probably Megan Fox for an actor because she's pretty.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but I have to strip my pick for Selma Hayek and give it to Christina Hendricks
Oh,
from Mad Men.
somewhere she is crying, her eyes out, knowing
Hendrix.
that she did
Christina
not get your
Hendricks' boobies are. Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Here we go.
Let's
Let's take a look. And I will second that. Good lord.
Yeah.
What the?
Dude, seriously. What the fuck?
I'm not getting these links. Jesus.
Control C. Hold on a minute. I'll dump it in the chat for you so you can check out her boobs. Because oh my god, those were not the boobs I remember seeing in Firefly. What?
I'm trying to help your
Oh.
podcast, by the way, because if there's one thing I do know is
Jesus.
that you need boobies on YouTube to do well.
Yes,
It would
yes, you
seem
do.
so.
Oh wow! I think I'm gonna use one of her pictures as like the thumbnail.
A
for this
thumbnail.
video.
Oh, get a million views rolling in. There you go. Oh,
Christina Hendricks, it just doesn't get. I mean, doesn't get any better than that.
they're insane.
Those are natural. Those are natural.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
She's
I
got
don't.
she's
I
got
don't
a pretty
believe in.
ugly
I don't
face.
believe in God, but she could probably talk me into it with those boobies.
I don't know. It's like
God.
her face in this image kind of puts me off. She's got that like creepy ass smile going on, and I'm not really digging it.
Well, it's not like she has like Keira Knightley teeth or anything.
Well, no,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Oh.
Hey, I'm okay with the crazy look on her eyes. It's fine.
I'm not.
Just means
It
she's
creeps me
crazy in
the hell
bed.
out.
Yeah,
She's
she can
like
give me
staring
fucking
at
psycho
me.
eyes with fucking tits for days, dude.
Exactly.
God.
Exactly.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Let's
felt
see.
like this. I felt like this podcast was getting a little too human and warm and sincere and genuine. So I'm trying to bring it back into where it's relevant to the community.
So we're gonna talk about tits. I can live
Giant
with that.
giant tits and Moabs, baby.
Yeah, but giant tits. And
Oh
Moabs.
my
No, I-
god! Double
would-
Moab! Oh my god! Double Moab with the dragon off your breast! Oh my god!
I'm just bored, getting Moabs with the MP7. I'm just bored with it, man.
I thought I'd try the dragon off. If you could, you see here, I'm just running around with the dragon off the breast. That deserves a like and a favorite. I mean, come on now. Subscribe. Really help me out, Makes
You know,
me get the recognition.
I would really like to motivate her
Dude,
boobs.
but if I could fucking shit out Moabs and get fucking 70,000 kids to like my videos, fuck it, I'd do it too. Saying you
Yeah.
wouldn't, I mean, that's sort of my point, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Like, if you could say, hey, could you guys drop me a like, and fucking 200,000 of them would do it? Why the fuck wouldn't you?
I think
I
the thing
understand.
with that is now though, there's been so many channels doing like Moabs. Like I said, I've got my 2 guys for like Beast gameplays. I have my TBNR frags and my Fiat grads. Like if some like 8-year-old kid he's got like a triple Moab Dragon off Suppress, he's like, oh my god, you should go and check me out. I'm like, no dude, I've already seen all that shit before. It's not original anymore. Okay, I've seen all the Moabs in the freaking world. I don't need any more now. You get me a 200 to 1 using the frickin' 5/7 and I'll be happy. In like a TDM, that's impossible. But in like a domination, then I'll be happy. Then you might grab my attention. But if not, you can piss off.
Well, you can grab me bullocks.
You can grab my bollocks and
Bullocks.
call me a dash hound.
All right, I am so gonna like jack these questions off the internet because we're gonna keep this going for a few more minutes and then we're gonna go. Would you rather go down on your grandpa or go down on your grandmother?
Oh my god, no. That's not cool, is
What kind
it?
of fucking question is that?
I don't know. That was the first one that popped up. I'm just fucking with you.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like that shit Kyle was fucking tweeting the other day.
Oh god.
Shit like that, wasn't it? Would you
I don't
rather?
even know.
Would I rather blow my fucking grandfather or my grandmother?
I almost
Man.
I almost answered that question. Almost.
Damn
I
it.
almost answered that.
That is fucking mental.
It is fucking mental.
I was about to
was
go,
kind of
yep,
the
I'm going
idea.
down on my granddad. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I want to fucking. God.
Ah, God. I think we've just creeped Chaos Math out. He's never going to want to come on this podcast again. now.
Yeah, I
job.
mean, short of. No, I'm just not even gonna talk anymore.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Elderly
God,
vagina. Yeah.
These things are fucked up, man. I'm actually reading these, and it's like like nasty ones, and they got some really fucked up ones here.
What freaking site you getting these off? Motherless.com or something? I mean, you can join Kyle over on that site, can't you?
No,
Getting
thank
off
you.
your freaking weird shit. Jesus. Oh, no,
There you
don't
go.
link me. Don't
There
link
you go.
me.
There's the
Something.
link. Go get your brain hurt.
Dirty and oh, no, I don't.
You better not give me a fucking virus.
You shouldn't.
Would you rather eat a pube sandwich or drink a vomit milkshake? Would you rather eat a piece of crap or pop a zit on someone's bum with your mouth?
What? Why would
Ah!
Why would you do any of them though? Like, there's no payoff. Like, am I gonna get
There's
money?
no payoff.
Would you rather eat a blue waffle? What's a blue waffle? Like a blueberry waffle?
Eat
I like
out
blue
waffle.
waffles. They're nice.
Get it in the rear.
I'm gonna go with blue waffle because I'm guessing it's
Wait.
blueberry flavored waffles.
I got
I'm
it.
all
I got it.
for-
I got
I like blueberry muffins. I mean, it sounds good, man. I'm all up for
Here's
some
the
blue
best
waffle.
one. Would you rather wake up naked and sore without any memory of the night before next to the Burger King telling you you had it your way? Or wake up next to Ronald McDonald telling you that you were loving it?
I'm gonna go with the Burger King. I don't like clowns, dude.
Dude, no.
I have
You're
a
gonna
problem
go
with
with the
clowns.
Burger
I don't
King.
like them.
Oh, have any of you guys seen the Japanese commercial with Ronald McDonald in it? It's like the creepiest shit ever. He's like running around screaming stuff in Japanese, and there's like a little girl that he goes and like does stuff to, and like shoves a burger in her vagina or something. It's really weird.
That's wow.
Would you rather take it in the butt, get a BJ?
Play Modern Warfare
give it in the
3 for
butt.
2 days.
I've been playing Modern Warfare 3 for 2 days, and I got like triple Moabs with the Dragonov. Do you know what I'm saying? Legit. That's
Legit,
nice.
Legit,
Legit.
dude. Yeah, you know what I want to talk about is fucking Call of Duty Elite.
What
Yeah.
a waste of
fuck?
fucking money.
Dude, they totally got me. Like, between that game and COD Elite, like, I've been bamboozled. Like, I haven't been ripped off that bad. Oh, I got ripped off once in San Francisco. This fucking guy, he totally took me for a ride. He said that he could get me tickets to go see Radiohead, and I believed him, and I gave him some money, and he fucking went to his hotel, and then he fucking ran out the back door, and I was standing there for 40 minutes like a jackass. That was the last time that I've been bamboozled that bad. Was dropping Call of Duty Elite and Modern Warfare 3, super package or whatever it was.
I still don't get how that works, because isn't it like if you're an Elite person, you get it the same time as an Xbox person who's not on Elite because they get it early, and so do the Elite people. No.
It's supposed to you get to download the maps early and blah blah blah, but if it's a shitty game, who fucking cares? But the thing is, it runs out like on the next game. You got to buy it all over again.
Yeah,
that's what I don't like about it. I don't see a point in spending that much money on something that you know what? Whenever Black Ops 2 comes out, I'm gonna have to turn around and buy again.
Well, I'm gonna buy it for Black Ops 2. I can't. I mean, I think that game's gonna be great. At least it's gonna work.
Yeah. I'm very optimistic for Black Ops 2. I won't pick up COD Elite mainly because, as I've mentioned before, not really a big COD guy. I'll jump on occasionally.
Yeah, if you're a casual guy, then it doesn't make any sense to buy that service.
It really
really
doesn't
work though. Like the value out of it, aside from the maps, is supposed to be like the clan ops and the this and the that. The shit didn't work until very recently. It didn't even work. I remember when I bought it and I tried to log on. I mean, the servers didn't even stress test the servers to the point. I don't even get it. Black Ops broke records. But they didn't stress test it enough. So that when they released it, everybody went on and they just fucking crashed it, and it wasn't even up for months. Like, you couldn't even get on the server for months.
Here's what I'll do.
They didn't refund anybody.
Yeah. No. Here's what I'll do with the only thing that probably make me get like COD Elite for Black Ops 2 is if I get the zombie map packs early. I get those early, I'm down. I'll pay next to
that's what I'm talking about. If you know what, I will fork the $50 out if we get all the zombie maps first.
I'll be on that. I'm not.
Zombies again?
I hope they do 2 separate things. I think that would be great. So I didn't have to waste money on multiplayer maps because I won't. Like I said, I won't play them. But I'm down for some zombies. It's one of my favorite game modes in any game. So I'm down for getting the.
They're not gonna
yeah, I know they wouldn't, but I mean, like I said, that'd be cool because I'm always down for some zombies. Not so much on multiplayer, so definitely, Treyarch, you're listening to this, God knows why you would, but if you are, I want the zombie map packs early. I'll promote the shit out of your game to the 7 viewers that we have in here.
Hey, you know what? Those 7 viewers are sticking on with us, and we appreciate you guys. And, as soon as it goes up on the channels, there'll be a lot more people watching it, but as far as my live streams, man, they don't get super mega views. Raw. I'm happy if I get 14, and we peaked at 14 today, so I'm happy.
Oh yeah, I think it was. Which was our best one for your stream? I think it was the one with Woods in, wasn't it? Because we did a little promo for it, and that went really really well. But that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do better for you guys, but
Oh no, it's fine.
I'm kind of a ghost at this point. I'm trying to come back to life, but I'm sort of a ghost. I was supposed to make a fucking video last night too, but the thing is, I thought it would be fun to do make a video and because I just play Black Ops now, but I mean my favorite video that I've ever done was a theater mode video. And
I remember watching that.
Yeah, that was the most fun I've ever had making a YouTube video was the theater mode video I did. And I want to do that, but this shit takes a long time, man. I mean, it's to do a good theater mode video. I mean, the theater mode guys that I was into, like Mr. Blackout and then Vertical. I think he quit YouTube. I haven't seen anything from him in a year or so. Right after he stopped, I think he had a kid. Right after March Madness. But anyway, the theater mode thing was another thing that really sort of threw me off. Modern Warfare 3 was how they took 5 steps back on theater mode. But that was the most fun I've had doing it. I really want to do those things again. but it
You
just
should.
takes so long.
It takes
Yeah,
a
I
long
just-
time.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, like I've spent almost 2 hours with you guys here on this podcast, and it's like, lately for me to find 2 hours to do anything has just been pulling fucking teeth. Just
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
man. Well, it's
Life's
much
a bitch.
appreciated.
no,
Hour
I,
and
I had a
40
blast,
minutes.
guys. Thanks for asking me on.
Hey, I mean, you're more than
A lot
welcome to
of
come
fun.
back on. I mean,
Definitely.
it's not like one guest one time raw. No, fuck it, dude. If you want to come on every week, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
just if
Jay
you can get the time,
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure I'll come back on again.
Jay, Jay unfortunately sitting there staring at 3 a.m. in the morning, going,
Yeah,
"Oh,
and I'm
I'm
sorry.
so tired."
That's probably my fault. 'Cause you wanted to do it at like 4, but I mean, for a guy who's got a wife and 2 kids, Saturday.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It's like, all right, honey, I'm gonna go downstairs and talk to guys about video games. Yeah, not gonna.
No,
No,
the-
listen, dude,
the
it's
Chaos
fine.
Math won't be getting any for a very long time.
Yeah, I don't want to be fucking looking at fucking Hollywood boobies.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, I guess we're going to call this a wrap now. Chaos
man,
Math.
I
yeah.
just cranked up the game we all
What?
love.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right. I thought we were signing off here. I'll go
I mean,
for like
it's up to you.
longer.
I mean, we got 20 minutes and we're at a 2-hour podcast, and if Chaos Math wants to hang out for about another 20 minutes, let me, put myself to complete shame playing Modern Warfare 3, and we can talk.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know. If you're up for it, I'll keep
You
going. I
want to
mean,
stick around for about another 20 minutes and then we'll call it quits?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
cool.
Because I just started up Modern Warfare 3 and added it into the live stream, and now they can watch me get killed.
Oh,
Sounds
Bad hit
good.
detection.
So, what are we going to talk about for our extra extended cut PDG? Jeez.
Well, I guess, since I've only played with you a couple times, Chaos, what kind of music do you like?
what kind of music do I like?
Like, you driving in your car, what do you pop in there? I mean,
Yeah.
what, you got like the Beebs going in there first, or?
My 3. I don't know. I guess the 3 bands I listen to most would be Radiohead, Meshuggah, and Jeff Buckley.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Radiohead, Meshuggah, and Jeff Buckley. This is going to sound really terrible when I say this, but who's Jeff Buckley?
Yeah, that's terrible. Nobody knows who Jeff Buckley is, but that's the world's bad. That's their loss. He was a singer-songwriter from the early '90s, and he put out one album, which was one of the best rock albums ever made, and then he was working on his second album and he drowned.
Wow.
And
God.
fucking died at 27 or something. If there was ever a guy who was going to become amazing, it was him. And it's just go look him up, and I don't know what kind of music you listen to. I mean, again, I have pretty eclectic tastes. I mean, Radiohead and Meshuggah are kind of polar opposites, but those are honestly 2 of my favorite bands. But I mean, it's hard to explain it. It's really hard to sort of pigeonhole what his genre was. I mean, he did a lot of different sort of stuff, but he's really famous for his cover of Hallelujah. I actually did a version of it on my channel, which was based off of his version.
I remember.
Nice.
watching it.
A cover of a cover.
Yeah.
Cover of a cover of a cover.
Yeah, I did a cover of a cover of a cover. So the original is a Leonard Cohen song called Hallelujah,
Okay.
which in about the last 4 years has sort of gained some popularity. I think it was because it was in a movie. But anyway, Jeff Buckley is
Isn't that
fucking...
like Hallelujah? I can't. I'm
Yeah,
gonna butcher
yeah.
it.
That's
Okay.
the song. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So do I. Yeah, we're on the same page. Sweet. Cool.
So yeah, that's. I mean, I like 9 Inch Nails a lot. I mean, I'm an older guy, so I tend to have some older. I was really into progressive. Progressive metal. I really liked a lot of that stuff. Like older Dream Theater, and I'm a big fan of Rush. And
Nice.
I'm a musician, so I tend to gravitate towards that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, Radiohead, Meshuggah, Jeff Buckley, Rush, old Metallica and Slayer. I mean, that's what I grew up on in high school. And also, I mean, I love the Beatles.
There's a shout out to the Brits.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, Radiohead is is my
Brits are successful. Yeah.
Radiohead. I mean, Radiohead's probably my top 3 favorite bands of all time. I mean, I went through a stage from about the 20 to 30, about 10 years, where they were my favorite band, and I've done like 40 Radiohead covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, like this is around like 2000, 2002, there was this Radiohead message board, and I was on it. I used to post on it, and people would like request songs, and I would basically take the song and change the instrumentation and do a version of it, like Street Spirit with piano instead of guitar or whatever. And I mean that band I used to sort of educate myself musically as a songwriter.
Okay.
Radiohead's a pretty amazing band, but at the end of the day, like what I really started with as like a young teenager was the heavy shit. So a band like Meshuggah now, or Textures is another great band that no one's ever heard of. Those are pretty awesome bands. So that's what I listen to.
My music taste is like completely opposite to yours and Z's, because I think we talked about this in a previous episode. Like my mum is like really into pop music, so obviously growing up that influenced me, and I'm quite into my pop now. But I recently discovered a band that no one above the age of like 20 seems to know about, called Paramore, and they're like a sort of mainstream.
Yeah, I know who Paramore is. That's Hayley Williams' band, right?
Yeah, and I really really like them. Like I didn't think I'd like sort of like the rocky thing, but I recently heard one of their songs, and I like really got into them now, and they've slowly become possibly my favorite band personally. I mean, call me whatever, but that's just the music that I'm into, And I like my pop. Not really into all the metal and stuff like that.
Another band that I was really into for a long time that I still like. They're not around anymore, but was Mr. Bungle, which hardly anyone's ever heard of. The only person that I've ever met who knew who of them was Evan Eckert. Evan knows who they are. And it's probably just because he's in his 30s like me, but Mr. Bungle is you guys probably heard of Faith No More, right?
Yeah. Faith No More.
Okay, so Faith No More, the singer Mike Patton.
Yep. You want it all. Yeah.
Right, epic. Yeah. And that band is a great fucking band too, and everybody only knows that song Epic, but they had 4 or 5 fucking really good albums. But
they really did.
Yeah, I mean, they were all good, all the way up to the last one. They were really great. But Mr. Bungle was the band that he was in before he got into Faith No More, and then he made a couple albums while he was in Faith No More. And really sort of avant-garde, over the fucking top. Like, they'll mix like death metal with jazz with like clown music, all in the same song. Like, really bizarre. So for anyone who's listening to this, and if you want to hear some interesting music, the album is called California. And the band is Mr. Bungle. And if there's like 3 tracks that I would say you need to hear, there's one called None of Them Knew They Were Robots.
Nice.
Okay. The next one would be The Air Conditioned Nightmare. And the last one, I guess, would have to be Goodbye Sober Day. Yeah.
Wow, so creative.
Go look for if you're adventurous enough to go look those up, you will not be disappointed.
I'm actually gonna listen to this and put a link to them so everybody can listen to them.
That's my gift to the stream.
Yay!
Here's some fucking cool ass music. Go listen to those.
Chaos Math brings the sauce.
That's right.
Fucking sauce.
And I doubt I'm going to pull off a win or go positive in this match. Actually, no, I'm already positive right now, so I'm happy about that.
Oh my god. Z, have you got a triple Moab with the Dragonov yet?
Oh hell yeah! I got the triple Moab using.
Oh my
UMP
god, man! Triple
45.
Moab.
Fuck the Dragonov. I got the UMP 45, bitch.
I'm
doing it
gonna
with the
fucking play Black
handgun.
Ops. If you're gonna be fucking around playing one, where I'm gonna fucking play Black Ops.
You wanna play some Black Ops?
I'm turning my shit on right now.
Oh shit, we're gonna play some Black Ops.
I'm gonna sit
Alright.
here. And
I'm talking through my Yeti though. I don't have my Astros plugged into Skype though, so I wouldn't be able to do both.
You know, honestly, as long as you can, you know, I'm not really particularly worried as long as we can communicate.
Yeah. Well, I'll when I get it going, I'll drop out for a second and I'll just hook my Astros up through Skype and then I'll jump back on.
All right, that works.
Yeah, it's still booting up though.
All right, that's cool.
I just fuck it. I'm sort of in the mood to play the game.
Ha ha! Shameless plug for our podcast. He said, "Play the game."
No. I said play the game. I'm not dope enough to say play the game.
Oh come on! You could have just let it go.
Why you gotta be like that? You got beef? Beef.
I like beef.
No, I got pork, man. I got pork. I don't let beef is only good rare done. So I got pork.
Oh.
I'm the other white meat, known as Kid Funktify. This hardcore ghetto gangster shit takes a lot of practice. I'm not black like Barry White. I'm white like Frank Blackus.
Oh.
Anyway.
Jimmy Pop, huh?
Yeah, it took you a minute.
No.
I guess we're going to end here. We've had our little extra 20 minutes. I think these guys are going to jump on some Black Ops and stop playing now. So we're going to wrap up as we always do. We're gonna talk about what's going to be going down on our channels this week. So here's your shameless plug time, Chaos.
I might actually. I don't know. I might probably not. No. I might make a video soon, guys. Hang in there. Actually, no. Yes. I should have my first video in 6 months, ready in about 3 months. No, I don't know.
Yes. I will be waiting down, counting down the minutes.
Hang in there, guys. Hang in there.
So Z, what's going to be going down on your channel this week?
I've finally done with my tirade about console gaming and PC gaming, so I'm going to be bouncing between the PC and back on 360. And as soon as I can, one day eventually, get my PS3 fixed, I'll be playing some PS3 games. By the way, I hope you guys enjoy the black screen. Or no, actually, you're going to look at God, whose face is that? I don't know, somebody's face. Alan Rickman's face, and then an XSplit thingy. But I'm going to be picking up my regular stuff that I usually be doing, including some more KOTOR. And as always, in December and January, due to the greatness of Dead Space 3 in February, I'm so fucking excited, I'm going to do a live stream of Dead Space 1 on Impossible, and Dead Space 2 on hardcore mode. Which means probably when I get to Dead Space 2, there's going to be a lot of cursing, swearing, and anger, and rage, and throwing controllers because I can only save 3 times.
So that sounds pretty cool. You know, the Z's channel, always nice varied videos. You know, got a lot of stuff going on down there. So go check Z out. On my channel, right. This week is the week. The PC is arriving. It's been ordered. It's gonna happen this week. We're talking Monday, right? I'm gonna get all these games installed that I've got from the Steam sale. I'm gonna start let's play some games. We're gonna have some co-op dropping in there. Gonna be doing some freaking Payday the Heist with Z, some Dead Island with Z, some Borderlands possibly with Z, lots of stuff with Z, and then I'm gonna be doing some single player let's plays. I'm gonna be starting. Going to be doing some Deus Ex. Oh god, there's so many games on my desktop now. Deus Ex, trying to bring Anno 2070, some DayZ. Yes, I'm jumping on a bandwagon. Who the hell cares? Bioshock 1 and 2 from Dust. Possibly Half-Life Episode 1 and 2. I've not decided yet. Alice Madness Returns. Both the Alan Wake games. We've got the original Alan Wake and Alan Wake's American Nightmare. And many, 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 many more. So head over to my channel some point this week for all those shenanigans. You will not just be disappointed, I assure you. But anyway, guys, I'd like to thank Mr. Chaos Math for one last time for coming on this podcast. It was an honour to have you on, and we would love to have you on again, friend. It was a blast talking about
thanks. It was my pleasure. Anytime I might, I can do it, I'd love to do it. Thanks again.
Yeah. Well, we understand that you're busy, obviously, but yeah, anytime you can get on, we'd love to sit down and have a talk with you again. But anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching, and yes, I will see you all next week. Goodbye.
Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Math, before I cut the stream?
Sausages.
Sausages!
Take care then, mates, innit?
I just ended it with like the sausages.
Nice.
Sausages!
Alright, I just killed the stream.
GG. GG.